You know you're under stress when you get into a car accident before work, or if you get a bad grade on a test that you forgot to study for, or if you lose your keys right before you need to leave the house. But you also experience types of stress when you just got the job promotion that you've been dreaming for, or if you adopt a new dog, or even graduate from college. During an ordinary, regular day of almost everyone's life, there is usually something that is always present, which is stress. According to dictionary.com, stress is defined as a specific response by the body to a stimulus, as fear or pain that disturbs or interferes with the normal psychological equilibrium of an organism. Whether the stress be from positive or negative experiences, it is something that we can all relate to and is a part of each and everyone's life. From day-to-day projects such as work or school or driving, or even making out bills, to things that may only happen a few times in our lifetime, such as getting engaged or having a new baby, stress is something that is prevalent in all of our lives. While some of us may experience it more often than others, and while others of us may be better at handling it or hiding it, we can all relate to the feeling of stress. As a nursing major and a full-time college student and worker at a nursing home, I feel and see vast amounts of stress every day. While we may all know what stress is, it is always a good idea to learn more about stress and to find out what it is doing to our body every day as we experience it. To truly understand and grasp the concept of stress, we must learn first what it is specifically and how it works and how the factors of it affect our body. And it is always beneficial to learn different ways that can help us manage and control our stress better. Therefore, we will first go into detail of where stress comes from and how it works, and then we will learn about the 3 different types of stress and what each type of stress does do to our body. In conclusion, we will learn about the different remedies that can help us better manage our stress. With that being said, it is evident that stress doesn't only occur due to negative experiences, but can also arise from positive experiences as well. Stress occurs with any type of change in our everyday life. There are 3 types of stress that can occur in our lives. First, there is acute stress, then there is episodic stress, and then there is chronic stress. Acute stress is the most obvious kind of stress, and it can be associated with one word, which is change. With any change that happens in our everyday life, that is called acute stress. Episodic stress is many life changes all at once that may happen over a period of time. And people who are undergoing episodic stress is usually withstanding some sort of tragedy in their life. The last type of stress is chronic stress, and chronic stress is basically the opposite of acute stress. It is long-term and it's constant and an unrelenting stress on the body, mind, and spirit. According to the Everything Stress Management book written by Eve Adamson, chronic stress can trick our bodies into thinking they're in equilibrium. Even if something becomes part of our daily routine and we think that our body has adjusted to it, the stress of not giving our body what it requires will eventually catch up to us. According to the American Institute of Stress in Yonkers, New York, 43% of all adults suffer adverse health effects due to stress, whether it be acute, episodic, or chronic. Also, 75 to 90% of all visits to primary care physicians are for stress-related disorders. Now we are going to look at some of the effects that our body will go through when it comes to the burden of stress. Since stress is such a common attribute in all of our lives, it is extremely important to learn about the effects that we may undergo, whether they be short-term or long-term. When you experience stress at first, your brain is reacted in a way that causes you to think more quickly and you respond quickly as well. But once your brain has reached its stress tolerance point, it begins to malfunction. You forget things, you lose things, and you are unable to concentrate. You may also experience tummy trouble when you are going through a stressful situation. This is caused from the blood that is diverted away from your digestive tract into your large muscles. When you're about to go into a test or about to do something that may have a lot of stress on your body, you may feel a stomach ache or you may feel sick to your stomach, and that's what that's caused by. Cardiovascular connection can also be damaged due to stress. Some scientists believe that stress contributes to hypertension, which is high blood pressure. Stressed out skin or acne is also another frequent side effect of stress. And chronic pain can also derive from an impaired immune system and increased sensitivity to pain that can worsen conditions such as migraines, arthritis, and multiple sclerosis. A main cause of stress, according to Undoing Perpetual Stress by Richard O'Connor, PhD, is that of too much work compared to leisure time. And this graph here shows the amount of hours per week in different year increments, and the blank lines are the amount of hours that are worked compared to the amount of time that is leisure time available. And it basically shows that during the years, the amount of hours that you work per week increases, while your amount of leisure time that you have available decreases, which essentially means that you have less time to do the things that you need to do, which is a big major lead in stress. To wrap things up, we will talk about some remedies and methods that can help better manage stress. While a lot of stress is unfortunately inevitable, there are some things that can help us manage and control our stress a lot better. This chart, for example, shows us the different ways that we can prioritize our stress in amounts that we can organize it in urgent but unimportant, urgent and important, not urgent and unimportant, and not urgent but important. Also, scientists have said that keeping a stress journal can be very beneficial to handling stress, or even going on a long walk or any sort of exercise can help you feel a lot better instead of stressing. According to Herbs for Stress and Anxiety by Rosemary Gladstar, there are certain types of remedies that can help reduce your stress. Tea, for example, is a great drink that can help you relax the body and relieve any tension headaches that you may have. And it's also recommended to take lavender oil baths or even hot foot baths to help reduce your stress levels. In conclusion, stress is an inevitable occurrence that takes place when change happens. There are 3 different types of stress, and each type of stress has different effects on your health and your body. However, there are certain types of remedies that can lower your stress levels and hopefully benefit you in a way that stress can lower. Essentially, while stress may not be completely avoidable, it can be very beneficial to your lifestyle and health if you understand how stress is impacting you and learn about certain remedies that can help you control stress in a better way. Thank you.